Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear this Tuesday morning. Got a great show lined up, and we'll get started with our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin Road and Highway 77. High today, we're looking at 71 and low tonight 48, and water temperature is right at 74. So it's sort of gone up a degree or two, and real comfortable. And it's going to be a good day to go fishing. Let's take a look at our freshwater side. The Apalachicola Bluntstown, the river readings, it's reading a right at 2 foot even, and it's going to be that way probably for the next 3 or 4 days. Right at 2 foot. And now the Choctawhatchee at Caryville, you're going to see a reading right there of 3.8, and it's pretty steady. So both our rivers are real steady. We're in good shape there in the rivers. They're going to be low, getting ready for this first weekend of getting into duck hunting. There'll be some duck hunters along the river and all, so watch out for those snags and all. Now, let's take a look at a tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Their motto is "When Caring Counts." Today is November 19th, and boy, do we have some strong tides. We're still feeding off that full moon of Sunday night. Really strong tides, a 2 foot tide there, and it looks really good, the rest of this week, really. Okay. Now, on occasion, I used to do it once a week, but I don't do it that often. We like to call the Panama City Beach Pier and just sort of find out what's going on out there. And Carrie has always been good about it. I got Carrie on the phone this morning. Good morning, Carrie.
Good morning.
Well, how's everything going out your way?
Oh, it's going pretty good. Raining right now.
Well, tell us what's been going on.
Well, we this past week we've had a pretty good week. A lot of blues, Spanish ladyfish. Yesterday they caught quite a few kings. There's about 20 kings caught in the morning.
Wow.
And 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Flounder are starting to show up. They're catching them. They're still, they're not real big ones yet. However, a lady caught over 3 pounds flounder yesterday.
Okay.
But the rest of them were keepers up to about 2 pounds.
So you'd say, Carrie, the Spanish, the flounder just hadn't quite, they're starting to show up, not quite really hanging around the pier yet. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they caught quite a few. They just been a few spotty flounder here and there until yesterday. Yesterday there was probably 30 or 40 flounder caught. Wow.
Well, that's a good sign right there, buddy. What about overall looking at the pompano run? How would you judge it this fall? How was it?
Very few pompano.
Yeah.
Very few. There's been some caught. The ones that have been caught have been kind of small. We hadn't caught too many off our pier.
Yeah.
I think the county pier's done a little better on pompano.
Well, what about your the fall run of cobia? Did y'all get very many cobia?
Somebody claimed to have caught one and broke it all, or got broke off with it. That's the only one I know of.
Well, yeah, I just didn't hear hardly anything on cobia this fall. I really was surprised.
They just,
yeah.
Usually there's a scattering of 2 or 3 caught that, or 4 or 5 caught, when they come back through.
Yeah.
But this year there was none caught, and of course I don't know whether that boy was telling the truth or not, but he said he claimed to have had a cobia before.
Well, you know how fishermen are. Sometimes they're going to stretch it a little bit, but most of the time we try to get reliable information. That's why I enjoy calling you. So overall, we've had.
That's the thing, people tell you stories sometimes.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that. The best thing right now, people want to come out, say, this weekend and go fishing. It'd be a good time to target the flounder then.
Yes, sir. If you want to fish this weekend, flounder is a good thing to go after. They're starting to show up in numbers. There's still Spanish mackerel. some blues, and you might catch king.
All right.
I don't know, this weather's changing, so but we've had a good week this week.
All right. Well, that sounds good, Kerry. Thank you so much.
Come see us.
All right, we will, buddy. All right, it's Kerry out of the Panama City Beach Pier, and that's a good report there. So flounder's biting right now. Okay, the marine forecast now for today, it's going to be blowing about 10 to 20 out of northeast. So be careful if you're out on the water. Really a good time to go on a pier or do some surf fishing with this kind of wind. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. Glad you're with us this morning. Let's get started on some pictures. Man, we have some good ones, but I'm going to go back to one of them I showed last week because people kept talking about it. A lot of people just can't believe this, talking about a fishing story. This come, from John Pitts. His dad is Howard Pitts, and his son Dalen Pitts is in my class. This is that bonefish that was caught off Magnolia Beach, and I'm going to show you the location in just a little bit. I just want to show you to you one more time. This is rare. It doesn't happen very often. Bonefish in St. Andrew Bay. And then folks want to see this picture here. I always want to see some cute puppies. So I getting ready for duck season, I thought that was appropriate right there. Love those labs. All right, and this was the other one people talked about, permit. And I'm going to show you the map in a minute where these, as a crow flies, these were caught pretty close together on the same weekend, on Veterans Day weekend. Nice permit there, and that young man coaches up there with me, and he came in and told me the story. Folks, he's a bass fisherman, caught that on a bass rig. No kidding. All right, now if you're out fly fishing, you want to be careful right here. You don't want this to happen to you. That's painful. So make sure, no wind. I don't know how that happened. You're looking at the water behind you, you see there's no wind, but that did happen. Check out this buck. We're getting into some the young people hunting and all. This is really good. Now we're talking about, this is Crockett Kelly. Okay, I have my Kelly's boy there. Good job, Crockett. Nice buck there with a bow. All right, I want to encourage y'all, Thanksgiving, Black Friday coming up, when you shop small and local, more than 50% of your money stays in community. Do as much as you can and try to shop local, and all our sponsors are local folks and all, and try to shop as much as you can with them. I know at times we all buy stuff on the internet, different things like that, but anyways, just use your local folks. This next picture, this is heartbreaking. This is a run-over buck up there in Vernon. Nobody got this at a tree stand. This is just a run-over buck. It was sent to me by Brian Revere. This was up there on the, actually this was, I'll tell you exactly where it happened. It was off of Creek Road near Harris Farm Supply. And that is a nice buck. Somebody probably had that on the camera. Tip of the day, when he's spooling now, look at it on the left. See that angle? They're correctly spooled. If you're using braid line, you want to come off a little bit of an angle. Now on the right side, you see how straight, us traditionalists, we've always spooled it that way. But on this braided line, they say to stop the loops and all from messing up. This is how you want to do it. You want to spool it with an angle. So make sure if you get it done at a tackle store and you do that, you won't have any tangles. All right. This is, even an east wind, old Dan Scanlon still got him a nice redfish over there in East Bay. Good job there, Dan. Okay. Now I'm proud of this one. This is my granddaughter Ashley. This is Whitney's little sister Ashley on her first deer. Got a nice doe up there hunting in Alabama, in Bessemer, Alabama. There's some leases up there, and those folks are just gung-ho about getting. They had a whole weekend dedicated to taking kids and hunting, put them in stands and all, ground blinds, and Wendy and Walter took these two of their kids up there, and old Ashley got her one. This is the first one. And she's excited. So she's not as outgoing as Whitney. She's not gonna be, but anyway, that was nice. So I'm proud of her. All right, they told me to find deer sign and hunt there. This is Scott Lindsay. If y'all get a chance, tell him what you saw him on TV this morning. He was hunting. He found some deer sign, and was hunting right there. And call us now. Can you tell me where the phone number is on this? Call us now, but no phone number. I just think some of these things are funny. I'm going to be getting back to this picture later. This is a great picture, but that young man there, we're going to try to help him out and get that wheelchair lift, that little wheel track. So that's an outdoorsman right there who loves to get in outdoors, and we're going to talk about this later and have him on. Okay, this is my good buddy up there, and he's in Missouri now, Kenny Bostick, and they got a nice buck up there. They spent a couple of months up there. Good job, Kenny, on the left there. This is the location. I'll tell you, I was going to show you where that permit All right, look in the top right-hand corner of your screen. That's Magnolia Beach. That is where the bonefish was caught. All right, the bonefish was caught right there, almost within 24 hours. In the left-hand corner, right there in the surf, is where the permit was caught. So as the crow flies, you can see how close these two fish were. It's fascinating. Of course, you see the pass right there in Grand Lagoon, but the bonefish, right the little man standing right there, and then over there on the left, right about an inch off your screen there to the left in the surf, off Pineapple Willis right there, okay? All right, that's good. I'm gonna read this story a little bit later. Let's go ahead and take our break. I got some more stuff. We're gonna take our break and I'll be right back. Welcome back. We're on a roll this morning. I got an email here. I told you to send me some emails on what you're thankful for. I got one here from Michael Harris. Hey, Coach, I am thankful for all of the great volunteers and sponsors that help Seasons of Hope. That's his organization there. We've had him on the show several times before. I'm also thankful for you and everything you do to help people in our community. Be blessed, my friend. Michael Harris, team, Seasons of Hope. Good job, Michael. He watches the show on a regular basis. Another email. Y'all send those emails in. I'm going to read them all during the week and in the Thanksgiving week next week on what you're thankful for. You can call me up and tell me, or just email or send me a little card or something. We'll read it on the air. All right, I got a nice email last night. Hey, Coach, after shooting the bows, and this is from one of my senior boys. I'll tell you who the boy is. You remember when I had the Students of the Month, the first young couple I had a girl and a boy, and this is the boy. This is Connor McLean. He was here. He was one that's Dad was in the Air Force, retired from Air Force. Okay, after shooting bows in your class the past weeks and the many great stories I've heard from friends about bow hunting, I decided to give it a whirl. I've always rifle and shotgun hunted and never entered a stand with a bow. This past Friday after school, I went and bought myself my first bow. After taking a few shots at 20 to 30 yards and getting myself sighted in, I decided to take it to the blind this evening. This was Saturday in Vernon, where I sat from 12 till sundown. About an hour, and got there. I got a great opportunity about an hour before sundown to shoot my first doe with a bow at 36 yards. Check out this picture here, folks. Look at here. First time. He just bought the bow the day before. Look at that shot. My aim was right on with a long shot. Now listen to this right here. I haven't had this kind of a thrill in a deer hunt since my first buck. I'd like to thank you and all my friends for the motivation in getting me into archery. I can't wait to continue with it, Connor McLean. So I thought that was a great picture there, okay? And a great story. Good job, Connor. Now I'm going to go back. We're going to do a tip of the day. Okay, we're going to go from hunting back to fishing. I was surf fishing the other day, well, Veterans Day morning. And, you know, I was down by myself, and you want to take as the least amount of stuff with you that you can. And let me see, I'm going to have to find it on here. It's going to be right here. Okay, now, before I show it to you, I was surf fishing, so you want to take your bucket and rod and reel and try to get everything, you know, in two hands, you know, that's all you got. So, but you always want to take enough stuff you can be comfortable with and don't forget something. And a lot of times, you need water to sort of wash your hands off, especially if that's shrimp. You want water to thaw the shrimp out if it's frozen, and you know, you just want a little bucket of water, but you really got only one 5-gallon bucket. So what I do, and I want to show you, I take a bag like this, a big old gallon bag, freezer bag, and I pour water in it and put it in the sand. Now look at this picture here, okay? Maybe you can see a little bit of this picture here, right by this bucket. On the left side of my bucket, the bottom part of my bucket, you'll see I've dug out the sand, and that's my little rig right there, and I've dug it out, and it'll sit right there with the little bags open, and I can just wash my hands. You see the shrimp I got in my little bucket board. I cut the shrimp, my little tackle box, everything's right there, and I got something to wash my hands with. So that's your tip of the day if you're surf fishing. But you want to dig out a little indentation in the sand, and this will sit right in it. And then you know, get some water and just wash your hands off, or you know, whatever you need to do. So that's your tip of the day from Panhandle Outdoors. Okay, now a lot of times I've got some great speckled trout stores, but right now I want to show you this video. A lot of times when the front comes through like it has, like they do in the fall, we get these fronts coming through. If you can anticipate it, I've always had good luck, you know, fishing in the bay right before the front goes through. So let's watch this little video here, fishing right off my dock. I think you'll enjoy this.
You see him?
That looks like a ladyfish. Look at there, little baby speckled trout. Right here, we just ate supper. Our new front's coming through. And look at there. What do you think, Emmy? Kiss him. Go ahead and kiss him. No, kiss him. That's a good girl. Okay. Got another one. This is bigger. Look at there. Oh, nice one there, Phil. Mosquito walk. There he is. Folks, it's about to get dark. I felt like I was going to be biting. Got a real high tide. Okay, all right, move, Emmy. Emmy gets more excited than I do. A little Spanish mackerel. Look at here. A little Spanish. You can tell he swiped. Move, Emmy. You can tell he swiped at it. Look at there. Ah. I was in a hurry to get out here. I didn't bring a rag or anything. Watch out. Move, girl. Move. Move. All right. They got sharp teeth. All right. I can see the black fin up there. You might not can see it right here. All right, Emmy. Kiss with me. Ow. Okay. See the black fin. Right there. Pretty Spanish in North Bay, off my dock. Kiss him, Emmy. Kiss him. That's a good girl. All right, let's go. All right. There he goes. He'll straighten up. He'll straighten on up. There he goes. All right, folks. It's about to get dark, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I've been out here about 15 minutes now. I've caught a ladyfish, a nice speckled trout, and a nice Spanish in a short period of time. And my tip of the day, if I was going to give you a tip, I knew this front is coming through. You check the sky, and you can see about what's happening. Now we're going to drop about 15 degrees. We're right ahead of the front coming through, and this is one of the best times to fish. Now, if I wait till tomorrow, now it's going to be cold and windy. It's not going to be good. But if you can do something right before a front comes through, you just got to drop. In fact, I ate my supper. I just swallowed it real fast and got on out here before dark. So, but in about 15 minutes, I caught 3 nice fish. Panhandle Outdoors, Winston Chester. Thanks for watching. All right, welcome back. As you can see, our bait system just has all kind of fish in it at all times of the year. It's amazing to me what all we find, including manatees and everything else. So our bait system is very thriving, although some areas of it aren't quite as clean as we'd like for them to be. But anyway, let's take a look at our fish and game forecast for today, brought to us by Mark Cowart of Edgewater Beach Realty. We're looking at our times right now. The time now, Mark is 832-6000. Give Mark a call. Great guy and a great fisherman. 12:48 this morning to 2:48. But this afternoon, right for lunch, 1:13 to 3:13. 1:13 to 3:13 right after lunch today. It'll be a good time if you can get out in the woods or if you can get out on the water, things will be moving around. And we showed this picture a while ago. That was Steve Gibbs, and we a lot of outdoorsmen are good about doing benefits and all, and we're going to help out on this chair lift that we're going to try to get Steve. Steve is a good outdoorsman. I'm going to try to get some of his friends to come on and talk about him in outdoors and all about what he used to love to do. Now he's paralyzed from the neck down, but we're going to try to do a little, try to help sell these tickets right here. It's called Steve Cal. It's a raffle, so you can buy the tickets. It's Steve Gibbs truck chair benefit, and it's the prize is you see the boats right there. $10 gets you one chance to win, $20 for 3 chances. And you get your tickets. Let me tell you where you get your tickets. At Cactus Hardware, Mexico Beach, Indian Pass Marine, Wimico Country Store there in White City, Williams Gun and Pawn, and Lynn Haven and Harts Marine up there in 231. And that is just something, you know, I get such a good feeling of so many outdoorsmen are so willing to help their fellow outdoorsmen and their fellow man, and all these benefits and all. So we want to try to help out on that. It was like that hunt that Astor went on this past weekend up in Alabama. They had a youth hunt, and this area up there around Bessemer has some nice leases and all. They got a lady got this started. I'm gonna try to get Walter to come on and talk about it. This lady got these. She just wanted to get kids to hunt. She knew, you know, as a mom and a grandmother, she knew it was good for children to get out in the woods and all. And she's actually started the ball rolling up there, and now it's a big deal. Camo Dreams is up there, and all kind of people come in there, and they have auctions and benefits and all. The money goes to charity, and it's a big deal. So, you know, every little segment of our area, people are just trying to help out, and I think that's one of the big parts of Panhandle Outdoors, just trying to help other people. So we're going to try to help old Steve get him on those lifts, and also, you know, he was just excited about standing up and all. So, you know, he might could shoot or something like that. You know, you look at some of the advancements they've had in technology and all this. So, you know, someone that's had an unfortunate accident, and Michael Harris is a great example. You know, what a great attitude. These guys have had some accidents and all, but they still want to get out in the woods, still want to help other people, still want to get out on the water. So I appreciate the attitude. Now, don't forget, this weekend, duck season is going to be firing off. So, you know, Saturday before Thanksgiving, and so be getting ready. I know a lot of y'all got the decoys already laid out, everything, and it's a lot of fun. Duck hunting is a lot of fun, and we'll be hearing some booming up on Lake Seminole and down around Lake Wimico and here at Deer Point Lake and the Sand Hill Ponds. But anyway, we got to wrap it up for today. I've enjoyed bringing the show to you. Thank you so much for inviting me into your home, and we'll bring it back tomorrow. So you do something good for somebody today. You have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.